Hello. Well, thank you, Roz, for that wonderful introduction. My name is Susan Sagowski, and I'm an expedition leader for TCS World Travel. I've been in this role for 16 years, so I've had the privilege and and pleasure of traveling throughout the world with our wonderful travelers. I'm here to talk to you about an exciting new itinerary. It's called Wonders of the South Pacific. So the departure dates are October 29th through November 30th, 2023. The pricing is $149,950 per person. And then we have a solo supplement of 10% of that cost, so an additional $14,996. And I'm excited to announce that we have a FAM option for this trip. So you have the opportunity for 50% of the published price, 50% off of the published price, as a travel advisor to join this trip. And it's a 22-day trip. We're going to 11 destinations, and a sold-out jet will be with 52 guests. So some of the top highlights of the trip is we are experiencing 11 destinations in one incredible journey. So it creates the unique opportunity to layer culture and destination after culture and destination to create an incredible view of the world. The trip begins and ends in Kona, Hawaii, which of course is known for its stunning beaches, its snow-covered peaks, and lush rainforests. Also, guests will marvel at the beauty of Queenstown in Australia's remote Wolgan Valley. They'll have a chance to escape to idyllic Polynesian islands. We'll be exploring premier wine regions, sampling the many offerings of the sophisticated cities of Sydney and Christchurch, and experience bucket list destinations of Uluru and the Great Barrier Reef. The jet, this will be on our newest jet, the customized for TCS Airbus 321. The Airbus 321 has 52 fully reclining, all first-class seats. Think that this jet would have over 230 seats commercially, so it is very spacious for only our 52 travelers. It has beautiful custom leather handcrafted seats made in Italy. It's the largest cabin by height and width of any single aisle aircraft in the air today. It has extra large customized lavatories, full length mirrors, and it has a beautiful interior. There's 2 galleys plus a self-serve minibar. We have an iPad-based in-flight entertainment system and an onboard lecture system, so our experts can be educating us in each of the destinations along the way. But the luxury of the jet is not the only aspect that is part of the wonderful jet experience. It's also the incredible level of white glove service that we offer that makes our trip truly special. This includes a dedicated 16-member flight crew, which attends to each and every guest need. This includes a chef, 3 pilots, an engineer, and a dedicated crew of 8 flight attendants that are so friendly and who get to know each guest and their preferences throughout the journey. We travel with a physician, so that not only offers peace of mind, but tends to the health and wellness of our travelers throughout the journey. We have a luggage handler that transports the luggage to and from the jet with the intention of our travelers handling their luggage as little as possible. We have an expedition staff when we manage every detail and assist guests every moment of the journey to take all the hassles and worries out of travel. And our prices are truly all-inclusive. This price includes alcohol and gratuities and actually souvenirs as well. So truly all-inclusive. Also, with our jet, we have the ability to land in smaller airports. So we avoid layovers and we maximize each and every moment at each destination. And that is truly what makes this efficient travel. Well, we often receive questions about how our small group touring excursions are organized, as well as our group meal experiences. So I thought I'd give you a few details to explain a bit to you. First of all, our program managers have arranged activities at every stop along the way to create memories of a lifetime. We carefully curate our small group excursions, but if your clients have other interests or would rather do some exploring on their own, we will create an unforgettable day just for them. And as far as meals, your guests will definitely be impressed throughout the trip with the flavors, local options, and variety in our cuisine. So, and in addition, we have one in a lifetime gala meals, which are more like special events and really not to be missed. Our team, we've also located and vetted local restaurants at each destinations along the journey. So if your clients would rather like to have a private meal on their own, we will certainly arrange that. Our experience takes care of all the logistics before, during, and after the trip. A dedicated guest services manager prepares your clients for this trip of a lifetime in advance of departure, and a veteran team of expedition leaders travels with the group throughout the journey, taking care of all the details during and throughout the expedition. So let's delve into these special itinerary destinations that we're headed to. First of all, this epic journey begins on the big island of Hawaii. So it's an easy flight from just about any major airport. Hawaii's spectacular Kahala coast marks the start of this adventure through the South Pacific. So while in Hawaii, guests can take some time to stroll and explore the island. They'll meet their fellow travelers as well as the trip's expedition staff, and we have a celebratory welcome dinner. The lodging here will be at the Alberge Resort Collection, Mauna Lani. It's close to secluded beaches, coral reefs, and ancient fish ponds set the stage for your island experiences. With an air of understated elegance, this property features luxuriously furnished private cabanas, pond and ocean views, and natural decor that embodies the Hawaiian landscape. Guests can relax at one of the many sparkling pools, each offering its own personality. And then we head to our first stop, Rarotonga, Cook Islands, and it'll be a 2-night stay. So here we'll learn about the local Maori traditions on a discovery tour and take in the lush landscapes and villages, because the Cook Islanders definitely have their own culture, their own traditions that we will be able to delve into. We'll be visiting the limestone churches, the lagoons, and the Garden of Seven Stoned, which commemorates the 7 waka or canoes featured in Maori tradition that actually carried the first explorers and the first settlers on their migration throughout Polynesia. We'll have the chance to snorkel among the coral formations filled with spectacular marine life, or we actually could set out on a glass-bottom boat excursion to view the reefs from above. Here, guests will enjoy the intimate Pacific Resort Rarotonga, and it just has 64 rooms, suites, and villas, and it's in a prime beachfront location on the white sands of Muri Beach. Guests will enjoy opportunities for dining and relaxation surrounded by the resort's manicured gardens, or savor sunsets and tropical cocktails at the Barefoot Bar. We leave the Cook Islands and we head to New Zealand. And our first stop is Christchurch on the South Island. Here, we'll explore the sophisticated city's architecture and thriving art scene on a walking tour, and we'll actually admire the views from the sky-high Christchurch gondola. Just north of Christchurch lies the Waiparo region, and actually it features over 75 vineyards. We'll spend the day here sampling Pinot Noirs and Rieslings, or you can actually travel to the seaside village of Akaroa and discover its rich Maori history. The hotel here will actually be divided into 2 groups, the George Hotel and the Hotel Montreal. They are 2 boutique properties. They're beautifully located in central Christchurch. They're both five-star properties, and they have fitness facilities and a complimentary bicycle to ride. From Christchurch, we head to another beautiful city in the South Island, Queenstown, and the incomparable Milford Sound. Once you're here, where you can choose from a variety of activities that allow you to embrace Queenstown's contagious spirit of adventure. And it's truly labeled the thrill seeker capital of the world. And from here, you can take off on a thrilling helicopter flight scene tour over the UNESCO World Heritage Site, Milford Sound. You can step into a specially designed jet boat for an exhilarating high-speed adventure through the fast-flowing waters and steep rock-walled canyons of the Shotover River. I would dare you not to scream on that excursion. It's really fun and really exciting. Alternatively, you could slow down to sample the region's beautiful wines, or you can get close to the New Zealand famous flightless birds, the kiwi, the nocturnal kiwi at the Kiwi Birdlife Park in Queenstown. When we're in Queenstown, we'll be overlooking Lake Wakatipu at the Hotel St. Moritz, and it reflects the idyllic nature of its surrounding. It's elegantly furnished, and it features inspired New Zealand works of art throughout the property. You can take in the tranquility of the mountain scenery and the lake from the outdoor hot tubs. You can rejuvenate at the gym and sauna, sample local wines at the Lombardi dining room and bar. It's very well located to explore the city of Queenstown. Next, we head from New Zealand to Australia and the Wolgan Valley. This is actually referred to Australia's best kept secret for its awe-inspiring landscapes, its remarkable biodiversity, and the rich Aboriginal heritage. It's located within the UNESCO Greater Blue Mountain area. So here we'll explore breathtaking landscapes on guided tours and wildlife tours. We'll keep an eye out for eastern gray kangaroos, wallabies, and bare-nosed wombats, as well as more than 150 species of bird life. Here we'll be staying at the one and only Wolgan Valley. It's a luxury resort built on a 2,800 hectare conservancy and is reserved solely for our group. So after a day of exploration of the beautiful wildlife area, we'll retreat to our villas with a private pool and stunning views of the valley. The resort's 2 restaurants and bar offer carefully curated, sustainable menus featuring the region's finest seasonal ingredients. After the Wolgan Valley, we head into the sophisticated city of Sydney. Here we'll explore the city by choosing from a variety of experiences. One can tour the Taronga Zoo, which actually features over 5,000 animals and stunning views of the Sydney Harbour. Or we've arranged a backstage tour at the Sydney Opera House to learn about the building, the design of this world-class iconic building. And for those of you that still need more exhilaration and adventure, you can choose to climb to the top of the Sydney Harbour Bridge, truly for that 360-degree view of the city from the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Here we'll be staying at the Shangri-La Sydney, and it's an ideal place right in the rocks area of Sydney to explore. It's a 5-star hotel, and it has plush beds, soundproof windows, for a tranquil atmosphere. And of course, it has a beautiful view of the city skyline, the harbor, and we actually have a view of the iconic Sydney Opera House. Next, we head south for Adelaide and with a trip to the Uluru Kata Tajuta National Park. And we'll be here for 2 nights. Adelaide is a really beautiful Australian city, and we'll actually head at first to Australia's finest plant collection at the Botanic Garden. We'll have the opportunity to venture into the winelands of the Barossa Valley to sample wines with the winemaker at a private tasting. We're going to take a day trip out to the center of Australia, the Uluru Kata Tajuta National Park. Here you have the opportunity to view the beautiful red sandstone and walk around the entire base of Uluru. You can take shorter walks, or you can explore the cultural center and learn about the unique lifestyle of the Aborigines that lived in this area and view their current day beautiful art at the cultural center. In Adelaide, we're staying at the Mount Lofty House. It's a boutique hotel and is on a historic property located in the Adelaide Hills. It has a beautiful view over the Piccadilly Valley. Here we're going to explore the grounds. It includes the nearby botanical garden, and we'll be dining on award-winning cuisine at Hardy's Veranda Cafe. Onward to Hobart, Tasmania, Tassie, and we'll be there one night. We have an exciting itinerary planned where you can explore this thriving capital. You can learn about efforts to conserve and protect Tasmania's unique wildlife at the Bonorong Wildlife Sanctuary. And yes, you will have the opportunity to see a Tasmanian devil. Or we have tickets to a live theater performance that focuses on the history of the inmate population that populated Tasmania. Last but not least, before we leave Tasmania, we're going to have a fun-filled reception and dinner at the Museum of Old and New Art, MONA. This is considered one of the groundbreaking and avant-garde art galleries in the world, and it's actually just outside of Hobart. So we'll go to see the unusual architecture and have a private viewing of the cutting-edge art. Here in Hobart, we'll be staying right on the waterfront on Derwent Estuary at the Mac Q01 Hotel. It's a really interesting and beautiful modern property. It pays homage to Tasmania's colorful history. It's in a relaxed yet luxurious setting. And actually, each of the rooms at the hotel is linked to a Tasmanian character whose personality inspires the decor. Again, a great centrally located hotel in which to explore Hobart. And then we head north to the iconic Great Barrier Reef. And here we're going to be taking private boats out. It's about 50 miles to the world's largest coral system. Again, a protected UNESCO World Heritage Site. You'll be able to snorkel or dive among this huge collection of coral and tropical fish, or you can choose to stay on land to beachcomb and trek along the picturesque sands. If you don't want to go out to the seas, you can actually go to another World Heritage Site, Mossman Gorge, where we'll be walking through and learning the knowledge of the Daintree rainforest alongside an Aborigine guide that actually talks about how their culture has the knowledge of the rainforest, and they share that with us. It's a rainforest of rare and exotic fruit trees and wildlife. Again, a beautiful day in the Mossman Gorge. While on the Great Barrier Reef, we stay in Port Douglas at the Pullman Port Douglas Sea Temple Resort and Spa. It features extensive gardens and water features. It's including a lagoon-style pool with waterfalls and a swim-up pool bar. A lot of the rooms just face right out onto this lagoon pool, so you can just leave your room and go for a nice swim. The guest rooms are equipped with modern amenities, including laundry facilities. They have private balconies and terraces. Next, we go to Fiji and to Malolo Island. Actually, Fiji has more than 300 islands, and it's known for its cultural diversity, its friendly inhabitants, stunning beaches, and picturesque villages. We'll land in Nadi in Fiji, and then we'll travel to the Mananuka Island group, where we'll spend 3 nights at a very serene resort on the tiny and peaceful island of Malolo. We'll take time to relax, or you can join in many active pursuits, snorkeling, catamaran sailing, kayaking, or taking walks in the island's lush interior on the variety of walking trails. We'll have a cultural exposure, and we'll be having a special performance of Fijian choral singing. And then we're going to have a festive dinner under the stars planned for you. And that's really one of the things that makes this itinerary so unique, is you'll have the opportunity to experience the different nuances of Polynesian cultures, from Cook Islands to Australia to New Zealand to here to Fiji. When we're in Fiji, we'll be staying on the Liku Liku Lagoon Resort. It's a natural ocean lagoon surrounded by a protected marine sanctuary. It resembles an ancient Fijian village, and the resort's authentic bures were actually designed to reflect that style of traditional architecture and culture. So when not exploring the pristine waters of the lagoon, you can relax and enjoy the resort's amenities, which includes an alfresco restaurant, 2 bars, a spa, and a gym. Last but not least, we return to where it all started, the aloha state of Oahu, excuse me, of Hawaii. And we will be staying this time at the Fairmont Orchid in Kona when we touch down on the Big Island. It's a resort surrounded by 32 oceanfront acres of lush tropical gardens, cascading waterfalls, and a tranquil white sand beach. We will have a farewell gala dinner, and then the following day we'll transfer to the airport for our independent flights home. So that brings us to the end of the wonders of the South Pacific. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn about this exceptional itinerary. I hope that you have found this informative and exciting. So now I'll turn it back over to Rosalind for some final thoughts.